Imagine if the chaos of the world around you could transform into a serene oasis, simply by shifting your mindset. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's the essence of Stoic philosophy. To kick off our journey into the realm of Stoicism, let's turn to the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. In today's fast-paced world, where anxiety and stress often feel inescapable, the timeless teachings of Stoicism offer a refuge. These ancient lessons provide not just a philosophical grounding, but practical strategies to regain control over our lives. Consider the multitude of moments each day where stress grips you. What if you could approach these situations with calm assurance? Throughout this video, we'll dive into 10 transformative Stoic principles that can immediately change your life. From focusing on what you can control to embracing discomfort, each principle unlocks a new level of resilience and peace. How can these ancient practices sculpt your modern-day experience? Stay tuned to uncover how Stoicism can not only enhance your personal growth, but also profoundly impact your perception of life's challenges. Now turning to a real-life scenario, imagine you're sitting at your desk, staring at an overwhelming stack of reports due by the end of the day. Your phone buzzes incessantly with emails, each demanding immediate attention. The clock seems to mock you with its relentless ticking. Sound familiar? In such moments, the feeling of losing control can be palpable, and stress can quickly take over. But this is where the wisdom of Epictetus comes into play. The Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control is a beacon of clarity amidst the chaos. Epictetus once taught that we should differentiate between what is within our control and what is not. This simple yet profound dichotomy can be life-changing. By distinguishing between external events and our internal reactions to them, we reclaim our power. Instead of being swept away by uncontrollable circumstances, we learn to anchor ourselves to what we can influence. Imagine a sports team before a major game. They can't control the weather, the referee's decisions, or the opposing team's performance, but they can focus on what is within their domain: training, strategy, and teamwork. This mindset not only enhances their performance, but also reduces unnecessary anxiety about factors beyond their reach. So, how can you apply this principle to your daily life? The next time you face a stressful situation, ask yourself, what can I control here? Is it my attitude, my response, or perhaps the way I manage my time? You'll find that by channeling your energy into aspects you can influence, stress begins to lose its grip. Reflect on how often we let external events dictate our internal peace. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we choose to allocate our mental resources wisely. What steps can you take today to practice this principle? Consider starting with small exercises, like planning your day with a focus on actionable goals rather than worrying about potential disruptions. Gradually, you'll find that this approach not only reduces anxiety, but also elevates your productivity and satisfaction. With each step, you empower yourself, shifting from a reactive stance to a proactive one. As the next challenge unfolds, remember that the path to peace often lies in discerning where your true control lies. Embrace this lesson and watch as the waves of chaos transform into a calm, navigable current. Moving forward into the realm of embracing discomfort, let's reflect on an age-old practice the Stoics diligently engaged in: voluntary discomfort. Picture the ancient Stoics waking up to intentionally sleep on the cold, hard ground or skip meals intentionally. These deliberate choices were not acts of self-denial for the sake of suffering. Rather, they were carefully practiced exercises in resilience. Embracing discomfort is a cornerstone of Stoic teaching, highlighting the understanding that by willingly exposing ourselves to controlled hardships, we equip our minds to withstand life's unforeseen challenges. Seneca, a profound Stoic philosopher, reminded us that enduring hardship sharpens our ability to withstand future adversities. By learning to navigate through voluntary discomfort, we cultivate an inner strength that prepares us for the inevitable, unplanned discomforts that life's journey may present. The practice fosters not just strength but adaptability, allowing us to navigate turbulent waters with increased poise. To consider this in modern terms, think about fasting, the practice of willingly going without food for specific periods. While it may seem counterintuitive, fasting not only tests physical endurance but also strengthens mental fortitude, teaching us to master our impulses and appreciate abundance more deeply. Similarly, cold showers serve as another exercise in embracing discomfort. The initial shock and the subsequent adaptation teach us to remain calm and focused despite external discomfort. Athletes often embody this principle as they push past physical limits and endurance thresholds. Figures such as endurance runners or professional swimmers regularly engage in grueling practices that test the limits of their bodies and minds. These acts of pushing boundaries not only improve physical capabilities but also enhance mental resilience, preparing them to tackle challenges with confidence and grace. Incorporating small acts of voluntary discomfort into daily routines can be transformative. Begin with simple steps, perhaps choosing a brisk walk in cold weather rather than opting for a warm vehicle. Or try opting for an ice-cold shower once a week, or setting aside a few hours to disconnect from digital devices and embrace silence. These small acts, difficult as they may be initially, gradually build a mental armor and reduce our tendency to cave under pressure. Challenge yourself to reflect on these experiences. Notice how your perception changes with each act of voluntary discomfort. Reflect on how you respond to stress and challenge after incorporating these practices. By stepping outside our comfort zones, we nurture a robustness of spirit, equipping ourselves with the resilience to face life's inevitable uncertainties. With each practice, you become more attuned to your own strength, ready to embrace whatever comes your way with a newfound sense of calm and confidence. Embrace discomfort and let it be your guide to fortifying your resilience. Now turning to the profound art of negative visualization, imagine for a moment the unsettling experience of losing a treasured possession, perhaps a family heirloom or a meaningful gift. The fear and emptiness that accompany such a loss can be overwhelming, highlighting a fundamental aspect of human nature: attachment. Here, the Stoic practice of negative visualization comes into play, offering an insightful way to manage this fear and foster appreciation. Negative visualization is a core Stoic insight deeply rooted in their understanding of impermanence. Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely urged us to often contemplate the transient nature of our possessions and our lives. He taught that by regularly imagining the loss of what we hold dear, we can cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and appreciation for them in our present moments. This practice isn't about dwelling on negativity, but rather about preparing our minds to face reality with strength and grace. To practice negative visualization, begin by setting aside quiet moments to reflect. Envision life without some of your comforts, perhaps your home, your car, or even your morning coffee ritual. Consider what emotions arise and how their absence might impact your daily life. This exercise is not meant to cause distress, but to remind us of the value these things add to our lives. A powerful application of negative visualization involves our relationships. Envisioning life without certain loved ones can awaken a profound appreciation for their presence. This doesn't mean anticipating their loss, but rather acknowledging that our time with them is finite, urging us to cherish every moment together fully. Reflect on how this simple act of imagining influences your daily interactions. Does it inspire you to express more gratitude, mend fences, or simply spend more quality time with those you care about? By considering how our perspective shifts with this practice, we unlock a deeper understanding of our current blessings. In a world where the race for more is endless, negative visualization gently pulls us back to a more centered and appreciative mindset. It reminds us that true wealth doesn't lie in material accumulation, but in recognizing the value of what we already possess. So, take a moment to pause, reflect, and open your heart to the beauty of your present, for it is these moments that truly enrich our lives. Moving forward, picture holding a handful of sand, watching the grains slip through your fingers quietly, yet inevitably. This simple but powerful metaphor beautifully encapsulates the Stoic principle of accepting impermanence. It's a gentle reminder that the only certainty we have is change. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius often reflected on this unchanging truth, reminding us of the ceaseless flow of time. He taught that embracing life's transience is not a resignation but a path to peace, softening the grip of attachment and fear. By accepting that everything, from our possessions to our loved ones and even ourselves, is in a state of constant flux, we can begin to experience life with greater ease and less anxiety. The acceptance of impermanence encourages us to appreciate the present without clinging too tightly. When we let go of the illusion of permanence in our lives, we open up to a more serene existence. This doesn't mean that change becomes any easier, but our reaction to it shifts. Instead of resisting the inevitable, we learn to flow with it, much like a river adapts to the contours of its bed. Embracing change and letting go of attachments is a practice that fosters resilience, enabling us to adapt when facing life's transitions. Consider life events such as career shifts or aging. These transitions often bring discomfort due to the fear of the unknown or the loss of our previous identities. However, by recognizing these experiences as natural parts of life's cycle, we can transform apprehension into acceptance. For instance, approaching retirement might initially feel daunting due to the identity tied to one's profession. But viewing it through the lens of impermanence can bring a newfound appreciation for the time to explore personal passions and deepen relationships. Or take the passage of time within your personal life. As children grow, parents age, and we face the reality that nothing remains unchanged. It's within these changes we find opportunities for growth and gratitude. Accepting impermanence allows us to cherish moments we might have otherwise overlooked, deepening connections and valuing experiences as they unfold. Incorporating this Stoic principle into daily life involves conscious reflection on the transient nature of all things. You might start by considering the small, everyday routines and how you feel when they change. Does a shift in your schedule unsettle you, or can you welcome it as a chance to try something new? Use these moments as practice to embrace impermanence, fostering a mindset that values adaptability. By doing so, we cultivate a sense of tranquility and courage, fully engaging with each fleeting moment as a precious part of our journey. With the next phase of the journey in sight, imagine a morning filled with frenetic energy. The alarm rings, the emails pile up, breakfast is rushed, and a stream of tasks compete for your attention. It's a scene many of us know all too well. Within this chaos, the practice of mindfulness emerges as a beacon of calm, rooted deeply in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, like Seneca, emphasize the power of living fully in the moment, advocating for presence over distraction. Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This advice resonates today as we navigate the complexities of modern life. Practicing mindfulness is about single-tasking, dedicating your entire focus to one task at a time, rather than splitting your attention across multiple activities. This simple yet profound shift allows you to be truly present, experiencing each action fully. Whether it's savoring your morning coffee or listening attentively in a meeting, single tasking cultivates a deeper appreciation for our daily routines. Reflective journaling is another practice that anchors us in mindfulness. By taking a few moments each day to jot down thoughts and feelings, you develop awareness of your mental landscape, identifying patterns and triggers that influence your well-being. This reflection nurtures self-understanding, allowing you to respond to life with intention rather than reactive impulses. Meditation and conscious breathing are foundational Stoic methods for grounding ourselves. Meditation encourages us to observe thoughts without judgment, creating a space of calm within the busyness. Conscious breathing, on the other hand, serves as a tool to center your thoughts, especially during stressful moments. By focusing on each breath, you connect with the present, easing anxiety and fostering clarity. Modern mindfulness extends beyond traditional practices, reaching into areas like mindful eating or walking. Imagine experiencing every bite of a meal or each step on a stroll. This mindful engagement with everyday actions transforms routine into a meaningful experience. Consider how mindfulness can alleviate stress and enhance focus. When was the last time you completed a task without distractions clamoring for your attention? Notice how fragmented focus increases stress levels and reduces productivity. By making mindfulness a daily practice, you not only manage stress more effectively but also sharpen your concentration. The journey towards mindfulness doesn't require perfection. It invites patience and gentle awareness. Small, consistent steps are key. Start by selecting one area of life to practice presence, perhaps during a daily walk or in moments spent with loved ones. As you explore these pathways to mindfulness, you cultivate a life rich with purpose and tranquility, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. Moving forward, consider a time when a simple misunderstanding spiraled into a conflict. Perhaps it was a misinterpreted comment from a friend or an overlooked email from a colleague that escalated tensions. These situations often arise from an incomplete understanding of the nature of things. In Stoicism, this insight is crucial, teaching us the importance of seeing things clearly and objectively. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the value of perceiving things as they truly are, without the distortions of our biases or assumptions. By striving for this clarity, we unlock the ability to approach situations and people with greater compassion and understanding, thus diffusing potential conflicts before they ignite. Understanding the nature of things requires us to step back and observe, adopting a mindset of curiosity rather than judgment. It means asking ourselves critical questions. What are the facts? How might my own biases be coloring my perception? By engaging in this reflective practice, we open ourselves to a broader perspective. This shift in viewpoint fosters empathy, allowing us to appreciate the experiences and intentions of others more deeply. Take, for example, a historical figure like Abraham Lincoln, who exhibited immense empathy in his leadership. His ability to view situations from multiple angles and understand differing perspectives was integral to his efforts in leading a divided nation. Such understanding enabled him to navigate conflicts with grace and wisdom, making decisions that were both compassionate and effective. Incorporating this Stoic insight into our daily lives involves cultivating the habit of questioning our assumptions. When faced with a situation that triggers an emotional response, pause and reflect. Ask yourself if there might be an aspect you are overlooking or misunderstanding. This practice not only enriches our personal interactions, but also strengthens our problem-solving abilities in professional settings. By seeing things as they are, we enhance our capacity to connect with others and navigate life's complexities. Encouraging this mindset of understanding transforms our relationships and environments. It invites us to replace reaction with reflection, judgment with inquiry. As you explore this Stoic lesson, consider the impact of honing your ability to perceive the true nature of things. How might it change your approach to conflicts or misunderstandings in your life? Through this practice, we embrace a life that values empathy and clarity, bringing harmony and insight to our experiences. Now turning to the concept of prioritizing virtue over wealth, let's imagine the story of Alex, a successful business executive whose life revolves around accumulating more assets and climbing the corporate ladder. Despite his apparent successes and the impressive figures in his bank account, Alex often finds himself unfulfilled and seeking something more meaningful. This very scenario invites us to explore the Stoic principle of valuing virtue over material gains. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us that wealth is insignificant compared to the richness of a virtuous life. According to him, true fulfillment comes not from external possessions but from developing one's character and moral integrity. The essence of this principle is a shift from chasing external validation to nurturing inner qualities. It challenges us to redefine success by asking, what values truly matter to us? Are we living in accordance with those values? By focusing on virtues such as kindness, honesty, and courage, we foster a profound sense of contentment that goes beyond temporary achievements. This philosophical perspective encourages a life where personal growth and ethical living are at the forefront. Taking inspiration from real-life philanthropists can bring this concept to life. Consider individuals like Warren Buffett, who despite his immense wealth, chooses to live modestly and is dedicated to giving back to society. His lifestyle exemplifies how placing virtue above material gains can lead to a sense of purpose and satisfaction that money alone cannot offer. Similarly, minimalist lifestyles serve as another example, where individuals find joy in the simplicity and intentionality of living with less, focusing on what truly enriches their lives. Reflecting on the true sources of happiness, we might ask ourselves, do our possessions bring us lasting joy, or is it the relationships and experiences that shape our lives? By prioritizing virtue, we embark on a journey of internal exploration and fulfillment, recognizing that the most valuable assets are those that resonate within ourselves, not those reflected in our bank statements. This Stoic lesson serves as a reminder to align our actions with our deepest values, fostering a life rich in meaning and authenticity. As the next challenge unfolds, imagine yourself at the crossroads of a daunting decision at work. Perhaps it's the moment when you need to pitch a groundbreaking idea to the board or confront a colleague about an ongoing issue. These scenarios can stir up a whirlwind of fear, often clouding our judgment and leading to indecision. This is precisely where the Stoic practice of rational thinking steps in, inspired by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who famously asserted that, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Stoicism emphasizes the power of reason in overcoming fear. Rational thinking is an invaluable tool for dissecting our fears and breaking them down into manageable parts. By analyzing the root of our fear, we can strip away irrational beliefs which often escalate our anxieties. Consider the leader who, despite grave uncertainties, uses rational thinking to steer through a crisis. They meticulously evaluate potential outcomes, weighing risks and benefits with clarity and calmness, steering the team with a steady hand. To apply this practice, begin by identifying the source of your fear. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of and why? Break your fear into components. Is it the fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown? Once you have clarity, challenge each aspect with logic. What evidence supports these fears? Are they based on assumptions or facts? This analysis often reveals that the fear is disproportionate to the reality, enabling a shift toward more informed and fearless decision-making. Take the example of world leaders who have faced crises head-on. Their ability to remain level-headed, dissect the problem, and devise rational solutions provides a powerful endorsement of Stoic logic. By focusing on what can be controlled and using reason to navigate the situation, they sidestep panic and foster decisive action. Encourage yourself to employ this logical questioning in your own life. The next time fear threatens to paralyze you, pause and evaluate the situation through a rational lens. By doing so, you not only dissipate the fear but also pave the way for confident, well-grounded decisions. This Stoic lesson is a reminder that our minds hold the key to overcoming fear, transforming potential obstacles into pathways of growth and opportunity. As we continue our journey, let us embrace rational thinking as a practice, empowering ourselves to face challenges with courage and clarity. This practice not only helps us make better decisions but also builds resilience, teaching us to view fear not as a barrier but as a stepping stone to personal and professional development. As the sun rises on the next chapter, imagine a moment when life threw an unexpected hurdle your way. Perhaps it was the loss of a job, a personal betrayal, or a health scare. These challenges seem daunting at first, yet Stoicism teaches us that such adversity is invaluable for cultivating inner strength. The great philosopher Epictetus once said, "Difficulties show a person's character." This quote beautifully encapsulates the Stoic belief that true growth and resilience arise through confronting and overcoming life's obstacles. Adversity, in the Stoic view, is not just a nuisance but a vital component of personal development. It provides a unique opportunity to build character and resilience. When faced with hardship, we are called to dig deeper, discover our latent strengths, and redefine our capabilities. This transformation is why Stoics see adversity as a gateway to strengthening the resolve and refining the spirit. Consider the story of Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing at a young age. Despite these formidable challenges, she went on to become a renowned author and advocate, showing how resilience and strength can triumph over adversity. Helen's life exemplifies the Stoic principle of using hardships as stepping stones to inner development. By embracing her challenges, she not only transformed her life but also inspired millions worldwide. Another example is Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who used his harrowing experience to develop logotherapy, a form of psychotherapy focused on finding meaning in life's most challenging moments. Frankl's story highlights how confronting and accepting adversity can lead to profound insights and personal breakthroughs, reaffirming the Stoic idea that adversity can be a powerful teacher. Now, reflect on your own life. What challenges have you faced that seemed insurmountable at the time? How did these experiences shape you? By viewing these hardships as opportunities for growth, you can flip the narrative from one of defeat to one of empowerment. Ask yourself, how can you transform current obstacles into pathways of growth? What inner strengths can you unearth to guide you through? As we navigate life's complexities, let's embrace adversity as a teacher, unlocking a wealth of inner strength and resilience. By reframing our perspective, we can transform challenges into invaluable lessons, paving the way for personal and professional growth. This Stoic lesson is a testament to human potential, showing that with the right mindset, every challenge can lead to greater self-discovery and empowerment. As the next challenge unfolds, imagine a time when you felt completely isolated, perhaps during a difficult transition or a moment of personal crisis. It's in these solitary times when the presence and support of others become invaluable. Stoicism reminds us of the profound importance of community and connection, emphasizing that we are all interconnected, much like the threads of a single tapestry. The renowned Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius eloquently said, "We are all working together to complete one another." This principle highlights the significance of contributing to the greater good as a vital component of a fulfilling life. Our human connections are not mere social niceties. they are essential to our well-being and personal growth. A network of supportive relationships can be our greatest asset, offering strength and perspective when we face life's challenges alone. By reaching out to others, we create a web of support that makes life's burdens lighter and joys more profound. Simple acts of kindness, such as offering a listening ear or lending a helping hand, are fundamental Stoic values that reinforce our sense of interconnectedness. Consider the community leaders who embody this principle. Figures like Mother Teresa, who dedicated her life to serving others, understood that her mission was not just about providing physical aid, but about building connections and fostering a sense of belonging. Her work exemplifies how powerful community involvement can transform both individuals and entire communities. Reflect on the modern initiatives that echo Stoic values, such as volunteer programs and communal gatherings. These activities not only strengthen communal bonds but also provide participants with a sense of purpose and satisfaction. By involving ourselves in such efforts, we not only contribute to the greater good but also enrich our own lives with meaning and joy. Now think about your own life. How can you enhance your connections with others? Consider joining a local club, reaching out to a friend, or participating in community service. These actions not only build stronger relationships but also foster a deeper understanding of our shared humanity. In embracing the Stoic principle of community and connection, we open ourselves to a more meaningful and supportive life. By nurturing our human bonds, we discover that we are never truly alone and that our collective strength can overcome even the most daunting of challenges. As we integrate this principle into our lives, we not only elevate our own experiences but also contribute to the betterment of the world around us. With each connection, we weave ourselves into the larger fabric of humanity, creating a legacy of compassion and unity for future generations. As the sun rises on the next chapter, let's weave together the wisdom of these Stoic lessons that have the power to instantly transform your life. Throughout this journey, we've explored the essence of focusing on what we can control, embracing discomfort to build resilience, and practicing mindfulness to stay grounded. Each of these principles offers a pathway to a more centered, fulfilled existence. By concentrating on controlling our internal reactions rather than external events, we become less reactive and more proactive, reducing anxiety and fostering peace. Embracing discomfort, as we've seen, not only strengthens our resolve but also deepens our gratitude for the simple comforts we often overlook. And by engaging with the world mindfully, we cultivate a richer, more present life experience. In understanding the transient nature of life, we've learned to appreciate our moments and relationships even more. The practice of negative visualization serves as a poignant reminder to cherish what we have while it's here. On this journey, we've also highlighted the power of rational thinking to dismantle fear, allowing us to face challenges with clarity and confidence. Prioritizing virtue over wealth has guided us to look inward for true fulfillment, encouraging a life aligned with our deepest values rather than fleeting material success. Moreover, by valuing community and connection, we recognize that our strength lies not just in solitude but in the bonds we nurture with others. This interconnectedness enriches our lives and fortifies us against adversity, reminding us that together we are far more resilient. Reflect on these lessons and consider how they can be woven into the fabric of your daily life. By adopting these Stoic principles, you not only gain personal wisdom but also contribute positively to those around you. The teachings of Stoicism are as relevant today as they were centuries ago, offering timeless strategies for living well. As Seneca wisely noted, life is long if you know how to use it. Embrace these teachings as tools to make your life not just longer but fuller and more harmonious. Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation on how Stoicism has impacted your life journey. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more insights. Together, let's continue exploring the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and its profound impact on our modern lives.